Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 15 of the Arsenal Football Manager series. It's a big episode today because it's the start of season 2 and it's everybody's favourite episode. It's the new season transfer special. If you are enjoying the series, guys, please make sure to drop a like on today's video. It does help out a lot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and let me know in the comments section what you think of the signings that I've made over the course of the summer. Now, of course, last season we had a really good season. Let's not talk it down, but we were just so unlucky in the end and end up with nothing to show for it. We lost out in the Premier League by a point to Manchester City. We did win the Community Shield at the start of the season, but then we lost in the Carabao Cup final to Liverpool, and we lost in the Europa League final to AC Milan. So hopefully this year we can go one better in terms of all competitions. We are going to be playing in the Champions League this season, though. No Europa League for us unless we end up having a bit of a disaster and finish third in the group stage and drop into the Europa League. But fingers crossed that will not happen. Right, let's get to everybody's favourite bit then, the transfers. Let me know how you guys think I have done in the comments section. I think you'll like it. We've got some really good ones. Let's start off with the outs, though. So, Mustafi has gone to Borussia Mönchengladbach on a free. Ossia Tutu, Kirk, Plange, Zach Medley, Joel Lopez, all out on frees. Iliev, who was our kind of real emergency backup goalkeeper last season, he's gone to Luton Town. Amari Hutchinson is out on loan. Matt Macy went to Inter Miami on a free. We all knew about that one. And then these are the ones that generated income. So Saeed Kolasinac has left. He's gone to join Sevilla for £15 million, the 28-year-old. I don't think you guys rated him that highly last season. So he's gone out, £15 million. Lacazette has gone. PSG offered 16 million, and do you know what? Last season I couldn't give him away, so I was quite happy to take that money. He is 30 years old now, so not a bad price there. We've got rid of Socrates. He has gone to Lokomotiv Moscow for 2.2 million. Could go up to 2.7 million depending on appearances. Salah Oulad Mahand has gone to Solomon Moors on loan. We sold Granit Xhaka. Remember at the end of last season, he said that he wanted a new challenge and wanted to leave the club. He's left and gone to our Europa League finalists, AC Milan, for 13.5 million, the 28-year-old. Good luck to him there. Harry Clark has gone to Preston for 150,000. We sold Pablo Mari to Sheffield United for 14 million. Of course, Mari never got in the side last season. He was a decent player for us. But he just didn't get the game time. We also sold Callum Chambers to Villarreal for 12.5 million. And, he wanted more game time. He was another one I couldn't guarantee him that game time. So off he went. And then finally, Mavropanos came back off loan. And he was very demanding. He was very shouty. And he wanted a first team place. And when I looked at his attributes, I just thought, you're all right. But I can't guarantee that you're going to get that football. So he's gone to Sheffield United for £12 million as well. So they've got a decent centre-back pairing now, Sheffield United. Mavropanos and Pablo Mari both go in there. And we generated a massive income of £85 million. So we've spent just a little bit over that. We're almost in profit, to be honest. So let's go through the signings that I have made. And I'm going to do this in order of least exciting to most exciting. So the first player that is going to join us is Joel van Lierop. He is coming in from FC Utrecht in Holland, and he's not coming yet. He's going to come in a year's time. So he's 17 years old. He's going to have another season with Utrecht, and I think we paid about 150,000 in compensation, something like that. And he looks as though he could be a decent little player. If we look at the scout report, currently 1.5 star, potential to be 4 star. I think that's actually dropped from 4.5 star, to be honest. But he looks as though he could be okay at fullback. I really liked his work rate. His marking and his tackling are already pretty decent. But if we can get some of these mental attributes up and physicals, then he should come into us in a decent state. And he can go into our under-23s next season, perhaps go out on loan, get a bit more development. But I think he'll be a decent player. So the next player that comes to the Emirates is Abdo Diallo from PSG. 12.75 million we signed him for. And he was actually on the transfer list at PSG. Didn't get too much game time there last season. We've obviously shipped out quite a few centre-backs this year. And we did need to get another one in. And I really like Diallo's attributes. 14 heading, 15 marking, 15 tackling, great determination, really good bravery, 12 aggression. He's pretty quick as well, 15 pace, 13 acceleration, and he's ambitious, and he's at a decent age of 25 years old. So I think that he will come in, he'll do a good job for us. He only wanted a squad player, which we accepted, because I've got my eye this season. Obviously, Gabriel is our first choice centre-back, and we've also got Saliba, who's come back on loan as well. I really want him to give him that game time, and I think Saliba might just be the first choice because I want to continue to develop him. But Diallo will do a fantastic job for us. So he's our second player in at centre-back for 12.75 million. Next up is Greg Taylor. So, of course, we sold Kolasinac in the summer, and we've brought in a young replacement. He's come in for £5 million from Celtic, and I really liked him. He's only down as a 2.5-star current and a 2.5-star potential, but I think he's really, really good. He's got 15 marking, 14 tackling, 17 work rate, which I love, 15 determination, 16 bravery, very quick as well, 14 acceleration, and 14 pace. I cannot see an awful lot in here that wouldn't make me trust him in a game situation as a backup to Tierney. Perhaps the dribbling could improve a little bit. We can work on that in training. 12 decisions is a bit like and 10 off the ball. But overall, I think he's going to be a fantastic backup player to Kieran Tierney at left back. So third signing in, Greg Taylor, £5 million from Celtic. It gets better, guys, I promise you. It might be underwhelming so far, but we've got we've actually got 3 more signings to show you. 2 have already been made, and 1 is on the way. Who shall we pick next? Let's go for an exciting one. So we talked about it in the last episode, and I've duly delivered. Sandro Tonali is an Arsenal player. £26 million up front. The fee could go up to £32 million, but for a 21-year-old, I mean, just look at these attributes. I mean, I am planning to play him as a central midfielder in a deep-line playmaker role, but look at these attributes, man. 16 first touch, 16 passing, 16 technique, 16 work rate, 16 vision, anticipation 15. This is a quality player, an elite midfielder, which is exactly what we needed this season. I cannot wait to use Sandro Tonali and just see how he fares in the Premier League. Of course, last season he was on loan at AC Milan from Brescia, and I was honestly surprised at the fee that we got him for. 26 million, potentially rising to 32. Love his player traits as well. Tries the killer ball, runs with the ball, and brings it out of defence. He's going to be absolutely amazing for us. Right, so we've got 1 more to show you in terms of players who are confirmed. And our next signing is Houssem Aouar. There we go. He's another player who we talked about. A few of you guys have suggested him in the comments section. He cost me £45 million. He's the most expensive transfer that we put through this summer. It could potentially rise to 53, but as you can see, he's already valued at £63 million. Another player who I think is going to be incredible for us. And remember, this season, we're playing the 4-2-3-1. So I'm looking to play him in this position as an advanced playmaker where he's a 4-star. And again, he's just another player. Elite attacking midfield, tries the killer ball, likes to switch the ball to the wide areas. And his attributes are just insane. I don't even need to sit and read them all out to you. You can just sit there and look at them and see what an absolute quality player he is. Once again, he's young. He's 23 years old, 2 years older than Sandro Tonali. And he's going to be amazing. Again, another player I can't wait to use. And I feel like this season, we've really got the tools there to be able to build a title challenging team and a team that can do really, really well in the Champions League. So that is the transfer window as it stands. We generated £85 million worth of income. We spent £89 million. However, we have got one more player who's due to come in. And I don't even know if I needed this player or not. And I looked at him and I thought, you're outstanding. And I wanted some backup on the right-hand side. Of course, we play Pepe in that inside forward on the right-hand side. We've got Willian as the backup, but then Willian is aging. And I thought, if we want to really fight on all fronts, all fronts this season, should I say, I'm too excited, all fronts this season, then we're going to need that quality in the squad. Now, due to sign is Jonathan Ikone, another 23-year-old Frenchman. He's going to come in from, how do you even say this? Is it Lille? It's not Lille. It could be Lille. LOSC. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure it's Lille. But 23 years old. We have put a bid in of £32 million. It's been accepted. We're currently just waiting for a work permit. But again, he can play as an inside forward on that side. He's going to be a quality signing. He's got all the tools. He's very, very quick. He's left-footed, so he'll be comfortable cutting in from that right-hand side. Great finishing, great dribbling as well. And once again, I think he's going to improve. If we have a look at his scout report, he's currently a 3-star, predicted to be a 4-star. And he enjoys big matches. Everyone who I signed as well really, really does enjoy the big matches. So Jonathan Ikone, like I said, we are just waiting. The contract has been offered. That's been accepted, and I think that we're just waiting for the work permit now. So he will be, I think he'll be our final signing of this transfer window for £32 million. And in terms of the finances, it shows that we've got 51 in there, but 32 is to come off that. So 50, 40, 21. So we'll have just short of £20 million remaining in that transfer budget in case there's an emergency that we need to bring in another player. Now, of course, in terms of squad bulk, we have also got some players who have returned from loan. So, Matteo Guendouzi, he's another player, central midfielder. Of course, last season he was on loan at Hertha Berlin. Again, he's an absolutely quality player. He'll be a good box-to-box midfielder, probably be a backup for Thomas Partey. He might even challenge him for a starting spot, but we're going to have so many games this season. So, it'll be interesting to see how Guendouzi gets on. We've also got back, where is he gone? Where is he gone? Lucas Torreira. Now, I don't quite know what to do with Lucas Torreira because I look at him and I look at his attributes, and again, I think he's a really, really good player. But we've got so many players now in this squad that are vying for those two midfield positions. So we'll just have to see. He's down as a squad player. We may be able to work something out. We may be able to get him into the team every now and again, but he's still relatively young. And he's got some great attributes. Currently 3-star, potential ability to be 3.5-star. The other players that we've got back off loan, and players who I cannot wait to see play this year. Gabriel Martinelli, he's back at the club. He's definitely going to get a lot of game time this year. Along with Emile Smith-Rowe, who's actually going to start the game that we play on camera today. We're playing Man City in the Community Shield, a competition that we won last season. So it'd be lovely if we could win that again. Now, the objectives from the board this season are as follows. In terms of the Premier League, they want us once again just to qualify for the Europa League. In the Champions League, they want us to reach the first knockout round, which is just to get out of the group stage, the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and then the Carabao Cup and the Community Shield. They don't deem to be important. Now, in terms of the season preview, we are predicted to finish 5th. We're 18-1. To go and win the Premier League. Man City are the favourites, Liverpool 2nd, United 3rd, Chelsea 4th, ourselves 5th, and Tottenham 6th. We haven't got any players at all in terms of the media Dream 11. Man United have signed Ødegaard from Real Madrid this summer, so he'll be a cracking signing for them, the 22-year-old Norwegian. But aside from that, it's mainly dominated by Man City, Man United, Liverpool, and one Spurs player in Harry Kane. So we're predicted this season to finish 5th. I think that we can do much better than that. So do let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of the signings that I've made. And let's have a prediction from you as well of where you think that we will finish this season. So today we're going to start off with the Community Shield against Man City. Pre-season's not been amazing, to be honest. We beat Portland 3-0, Sporting Kansas City a draw 1-1, Zoya 2-2, and then Sporting Lisbon we drew 1-1, and FC Porto we drew 2-2. So there's a little bit of a theme running through the squad there in pre-season, but I want to see where we're at this year. I'm looking forward to this game against Man City, and this is the side that we're going to put out there. We have got a few players who are currently out at the moment, or not available, should I say. Odson Edouard is one of them, along with Awar, we're not going to see him today, or Guendouzi. They're all on international duty with the France under-23s and won't return for a week. I think they're at the Olympics. Shabozli isn't quite fully fit. He's been having a lot of pre-season games, so he's not quite there. El Neni, currently injured. He's returning to full fitness imminently. Gabriel as well. I'm not gonna risk him for this game. There's no need for it. So today we're going to start with Leno in goal, Bellerin, Saliba, Diallo and Tierney at the back, Tonali and Partey in midfield, Smith Rowe on the left, Pepe on the right, with Willian in the advanced playmaker role, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up top, Rob Holding, Maitland-Niles, Taylor, Darun, Saka, Nelson, and Eddie Nketiah all on the bench. I'm going to be looking at some of these young players this season, seeing how they perform. But let's go and start off and win ourselves a trophy out, shall we? We're due a little bit of luck, I think, in terms of trophies after all the losses that we've had in cup finals and last day Premier League drama. Fingers crossed we can go and get ourselves a win in the Community Shield. Right, here we go then. Here's the Man City team as well. In terms of new signings, they have signed Luca Digne from Everton. I didn't see any others in the starting 11. I think it's the standard Man City side, but it's not about them today. It's about us. I want to see how we shape up against the Premier League champions from last season. Let's try and get ourselves a little bit of revenge. Of course, it'll also be interesting to see how the 4-2-3-1 works out for us. When we look at the pre-season results, it doesn't look that amazing, to be honest, but it's exactly the same tactic as we played last season, but just without the man sat in front of the defence, and it almost results in a goal there. So it's without the man sat in front of the defence, there's just that man pushed up into the advanced playmaker role. So it'll be great to see how we get on. I'm not going to take this game too seriously, but I think if we can win it, it'll give us a good benchmark for the season. Here's Digne with a free kick for Man City, straight into the wall, and it looks as though we could break out here with Willian, who had a great season last season. He's tackled by João Cancelo, but Pepe will pick it up on the right-hand side, gets into the penalty area, has a shot. He could have cut it back to about 3 or 4 players there, but luckily for Man City, it goes straight into the side netting. We've got ourselves a throw with Bellerin. Flicked on by Willian. Aubameyang was there, but once again, João Cancelo cleared the danger, and Raheem Sterling got up first to win that header. Let's try and build from the back. Here's Saliba. Gives the ball away. I'm going to be looking to see how Saliba performs this season. I really want him to push me for a first-team place, as well as Diallo too, because Gabriel is definitely the first choice. Here's Luca Digne, though, for Man City. Puts a cross in. Cleared by that man Diallo, who's on a yellow card. Only as far as João Cancelo, though. He gets into the box. How has that got... What's happened there? That just looked ridiculous. That looked absolutely ridiculous. I want to see what goes on here. It just seemed to hit somebody invisible that wasn't there. Was that my eyes? Hang on. João Cancelo. What? No way. That's absolute nonsense. Did you see that? It kind of came back to him on a... Watch this. What's that? Oh, my goodness me. Bernardo Silva's got his first goal of the season. We've been robbed. We're going to try and encourage the team a little bit. I honestly can't believe that. Anyway, we're into the second half. We've given them a little bit of a kick up the backside in the first half, and it's going to start with a Man City corner. Bernardo's going to take it. Whipped in. De Bruyne was there. The danger gets cleared, but only as far as Sergio Aguero. It's a good save by Leno, and it's tipped round the post. Do you know what? Just on another subject to the goalkeeper, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, by the way, please do so, at Mr. Rich C. Links in the description below. But Donnarumma was available on a free transfer, and I was so torn as to whether to sign him or not. And and I didn't. I didn't do it because Leno was so good for me last season, so I'm hoping that he's going to repay that favour. City come forward again, though. De Bruyne to Rodrigo, and then Bernardo tries to pass it into that bottom corner. Only goes out for a goal kick. It's been a little bit more action-packed in this half, and what we just need the team to gel a little bit, I think. I know that on paper we've got a really good side, but we've made a few signings, so they're going to have to gel a bit. Here's Willian. Finds Pepe, goes all the way out to Tonali. What a pass that is to Pepe, who scores his first goal of the season in the Community Shield. Fantastic ball from Tonali. That is exactly the reason why we bought him. What a pass this was. We'll see it again on the replay. I think we will anyway. Yeah, Pepe knocks it all the way back here to Tonali. What a pass. What a pass. Took it well, and it's one apiece at Wembley. Just need to think now about when we make some substitutions. Let's have a look at the stats. Man City have definitely had the best of the game. And here's Aguero. That's a great ball through to Sterling, and he puts it through the legs of Bernd Leno in the Arsenal goal. And it's 2-1 to City. Right, we've made our first change. We've brought on Saka in place of Smith Rowe. We've not seen much of Smith Rowe today, and he was on a 6.2 rating, so it's not been the great start for him. João Cancelo clearing the danger for City once again. Just under 20 minutes to go, and City lead 2-1 at Wembley. They're going to be looking for a third, and here is Bernardo. Knocks it all the way back to Rodrigo. We need to maybe press a little bit higher now, I think, and take one or two risks, but we've got to get away with this first. Pepe clears the danger, but only as far as John Stones for City. Good ball down to Digne on a yellow card. Good signing that is from Everton in that position. Digne whips the ball in, easily claimed by Leno. You know, I think City have been pretty much dominant in this game. And, things will rest down to the new tactics that we're playing as well. So we're just going to have to get used to a few things. We'll monitor it as the season goes on. Good save from the cross again from Leno. Can we generate ourselves an attack? Here's Saliba all the way across to Hector Bellerin, who had a great season last season. There was no firm interest from Madrid. Here's Aubameyang. Can he score? Yes, he can. Grabs his first of the season. Of course, he scored about 36 goals for us in all competitions last season. He had an incredible year, and he makes it 2-2 in the Community Shield. Great ball this was as well from Bellerin. Aubameyang took it really well, and that's exactly where we want him. God, it's highlight after highlight at the moment. Have we got the bit between our teeth now? Here's Thomas Partey in central midfield. Finds Pepe. Can he find any through balls? There's Saka. What a touch that is. What a finish that is from Bukayo Saka. Did you see the touch? It came into him and he just hooked it around the back of his left foot, which created an awful lot of space for him. And the substitute has come on and scored a goal. Here's the pass from Pepe. Just look at that control. Took it into that space, finished it past Ederson, and for the first time in the game, we lead. So we've made a couple more changes. Darun is on the field. We've also brought on Rob Holding in place of our new man Diallo, who was looking a little bit tired. But with 5 minutes of stoppage time, we are going to win our first bit of silverware of the season. And it's a little bit like deja vu from last season. Absolutely fantastic start. We went down a goal a couple of times. We were 1-0 down, 2-1 down. But it shows that this tactic, it may work. And we've got one over on Man City in the curtain raiser for the new season. Arsenal win the Community Shield. You absolutely love to see it for the second season in a row. Absolutely fantastic. I'm actually really happy with the performance that the boys put in there. And I think that, one or two of the new players settled in nicely, especially Tonali getting himself an assist as well. That's always absolutely brilliant to see. Diallo was solid enough at the back, and we had some great finishing. Brilliant start for us. So there we go then. First game of the season done. First trophy in the bag. Hopefully, that'll spearhead us on to give great things this season. Let's have a little look at the schedule, because what I will do is I'm going to play some games off camera. We're going to get to the end of the August transfer window. Hopefully we can get Icone into the club before then as well. I think we will do it. We're just waiting on that work permit to clear, and it will do. We already know that. So we'll play Leicester, Newcastle, Sheffield United and Reading off camera, and then let's come back at the start of September for a double header against Man City and Leeds. But that will be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.